Claim your space. Get out of my way. The words echoed in the bustling hallway, but this time, they came from me. For months, I'd been the target of subtle jabs and whispers, the kind that erode your spirit one grain at a time. Every day, I'd shrink a little more, molding myself to fit the expectations and demands of those around me. But on that particular day, something inside me snapped. The familiar feeling of dread was replaced by a surge of determination. I wasn't going to be a doormat anymore. It all started when I realized that my silence was mistaken for compliance. I was in the middle of an important project at work, my ideas constantly overshadowed by a colleague who took credit for everything. I watched as my contributions were swept under the rug, my voice drowned out by the louder, more aggressive personalities in the room. I was tired of being invisible. That morning, I took a deep breath and decided enough was enough. I approached the meeting with a newfound courage, my heart pounding as I spoke up, clearly and confidently, for the first time. The room fell silent, my words hanging in the air like a challenge. To my surprise, heads nodded in agreement, eyes that once looked over me now met mine with respect. It was as if a veil had lifted, and I finally saw the impact of standing my ground. My voice had power, my boundaries were valid, and they weren't walls that isolated me but bridges that connected me to those who valued mutual respect. The shift was palpable, not just in the room, but within me. I felt a sense of liberation, like a bird taking its first flight after being caged for too long. As the meeting ended, I realized that standing up for myself wasn't just about claiming my space, it was about redefining what I deserved. Boundaries weren't barriers that kept others out, they were bridges that led to self-respect and healthier relationships. From that day on, I vowed to honor my worth, knowing that the real tragedy would have been continuing to live in silence. In the end, I learned that self-respect was not just a destination but a journey, one worth every step of the way.